I'm back with another triggering topic. Today, I want to talk about the completely terrifying breaking of the mind of the black man and how it is affecting the black woman most importantly. But before I get into it, let me show y'all some clips and I'll be right back.
If it's a group of girls and it's one girl that's dark skinned and then the other girl is light skinned, niggas is going
for the light skinned bitch.
It is
what it is.
They look better.
It's scientifically proven that they look better.
If you put 100 niggas in
one room with
a dark skinned bitch
and a light skinned bitch,
99% of the chance,
them niggas is going to go towards the light skinned bitch.
They don't want the dark skinned bitch. It's low quality. It's weak.
Don't nobody want it. They get ashy easier.
We want
what niggas can't have, the light skinned bitch.
The ones that's pretty, the
ones that got the light skin,
the ones that
could do the tattoos and they tattoos show with the color and the ink.
And they
pretty, they look like Barbie dolls. Those are
the ones that we want. We don't want the boogeyman bitch. We just don't want it.
Light skinned bitches and caramel bitches. If niggas could choose, they only gonna choose light skin and caramel skin. Niggas ain't tryna go for a dark skinned bitch. Just imagine wanting to pick a bitch that's the color of your shirt. I don't want that type of bitch. These is the colored bitches I would like. Either a yellow bone or maybe a white bitch. I don't want no motherfucking pitch black bitch. That's just weak. And it's stanky, it's weak, it look like Jeepers Creepers. Get her out of here.
Any man that's attracted to the average BOK woman is borderline rainbow. What do you find feminine about a strong, independent woman that weighs more than you who cosplays a drag queen? She don't even like being her natural self. Like, what are you into in there? Everything that I just named is everything but fucking feminine, man. If anything, at best, is pseudo-feminine. If anything, is pseudo-femininity. It's the fakest form of femininity ever. They're not even tapped into their natural selves where they can exemplify who they were naturally born to be. This is insane, man. This is so outside of nature, and we have normalized it.
Oh, we so cute together. Chocolate. I like it. You blacker than me.
Now, today, I'm only going to focus on the complete buck breaking of the black man, on how he hates his melanin, and more importantly, how that internalized self-hatred has resulted in almost a one-sided colorism dynamic directed specifically at brown to dark-skinned black women, and also the masculinization of the black woman. Now, in the first two videos, the black man, the irony of him saying that he doesn't want a brown to dark-skinned black woman because it's ugly and unattractive while being a dark-skinned man himself. That is very clear evidence of a man with deep self-hatred. And as quiet as it's kept, I really believe that most of the verbal abuse, degradation, and projection that black women get from black men is because they feel that way about themselves. So whatever they are saying about you really is not how they feel about you. They feel that way about themselves, and they must put it on you to be able to exist and be mentally sane to some type of degree. Because you ain't gonna tell me that a black man with even blacker lips holding up lotion jars to indicate the color that he thinks is superior, and it looks nothing like him, there's no way you can't tell me that you're not filled with self-hatred. Because how do you feel when you look at light-skinned black men? That's my question. And really and truly, what this also highlights is the pure and utter weakness of the collective of black men. This man hates his reflection, hates his melanin, and instead of figuring out why that is, instead of taking the time to deprogram his mind from white supremacy and colonization and unpack why he thinks that a skin type that is scientifically superior, mind you, and I'm not being discriminatory at all. I'm telling the truth. Having more melanin provides significant health benefits as skin cancer risk, a slow skin aging, and more. And instead of unpacking why he thinks that his gift is a curse, he would rather rot in self-hatred. And instead of directing that hatred towards himself, which that's the only place that it should be directed to, he would rather do the even weaker thing and project that self-hatred out to Black women that have done nothing to him and are responsible for his very existence on this planet. And also another reason why he is able to live in delusion, and I think this is something that we really, truly don't talk about that much. The reason why he's able to live in delusion and still feel desirable in the eyes of certain women, because I know that he's grotesque. You see it. But there are some Black women specifically, more than likely, that are attracted to the prison Pookie archetype. Gold teeth, the hairstyling, the demeanor, and he will get validation from those women. And also, he will also get validation from Black women that constantly and consistently pedestalize dark-skinned Black men, even though this is never reciprocated. And also from the fact that, and this is, I'm just going to say the majority of Black women, and I'm speaking to Black American women specifically here in the U.S., most Black American women here in the U.S. love their skin color. Once again, I just want to say I'm coming at this from a factual and statistical perspective. Black American women as a collective tend to love their skin color and have deprogrammed from the agenda that's meant to have us hate our skin. Black American people bleach significantly less than other Blacks across the diaspora and also other racial groups. Black American women usually don't do that mess. Now, in my opinion, Black American women's mistake is that we oftentimes validate and uplift dark-skinned Black men as being at the top of the food chain for Black men that we find attractive. And really, in my opinion, this is our fault for pouring into a demographic that is known to never return the favor to Black women. And when you think about it, when you think about the amount of dark-skinned Black men that praise dark-skinned Black women, I know you know that those men are few and far between. So much so that if you see a dark-skinned Black man do that, or he engages with dark-skinned Black women as well, women are just going crazy on the comments, praising them, dropping them cash apps, doing all of this stuff because we know that that's not normal in the Black community. And I just want to say, I don't know if I can keep it 100 here, but I feel like I can. We family, right? That in my experiences, and y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments, but in my experience, the most colorist out of all of the demographics and archetypes of Black men have been dark-skinned Black men. You know, they've been the most colorist that I've seen. They've said the most colorist things. When you think about dark-skinned Black male celebrities, they've said the most things publicly. You got your 50 Cents, you got your Lil Waynes that say all type of crazy stuff. You got your Kodak Blacks and the rest of them. So I don't know what to say about that, but I feel like it's very accurate, the things that I'm saying. And once again, the reason why they're able to speak so disgusting about Black women and dark-skinned Black women is because they know that no matter what they say, they're still going to be praised by Black women. We are still lavishing them with praise. And this is just my opinion. But I don't believe that most men, really this is men of any race, but I don't believe that most men have the capability to model or even show or feel any ounce of empathy towards Black women or even women in general, but we're just going to talk about Black women today. So in my opinion, the only way that Black men will understand the damage that they are doing is if we return the favor. But Black women, specifically Black American women, because I'm speaking about the racial dynamics in America, have a high racial self-esteem when it comes to most things. So they're not willing to publicly downgrade Black men for their color, for their complexion, for their race, because they know that it is a buck-broken ideology. And they know that that means that we all lose. But until they feel how we feel, it will never stop. because they don't have empathy. So they have to feel it. The only way they can understand in any way, shape, form, or fashion is to feel it. And I'll give you an example. Look at the Love Island situation with KC and Anaya. Even though Anaya clearly wanted KC and chose him multiple times, so many black men were in their feelings. They were hurt. They were angry. They felt betrayed, that they didn't feel like the black man was at the top of the food chain in the black woman's eyes. Even though we know, the world knows, other races know that they do this to black women every day, all day, 24/7, 365 days out of the year. They tell black women, oh, I don't want you. It's just preference. That you shouldn't be mad and upset by that I said I want a woman's hair that I can run my fingers through. I don't want a dark skin. I don't want a nappy head. I don't want this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But they were hurt, so hurt, when they even just felt like, even though that's not what it was, they just felt a little bitty dribbity drop of what they have done to black women for centuries, that they felt like it was happening to them. They were going crazy. I see men hooting and hollering, throwing themselves out, cussing, freaking out all online. It was really crazy. And let me say, until we do that on a large scale, this will continue. But in my opinion, I feel as if 75, and this is something that it's been so hurtful for me to come to this realization. It really has. And I just want y'all to know, it hurts me. It pains me to say this. But I feel as if 75 to 80% of black women are mammies. Extremely male-centered and worship black men. So I don't really think that we will ever be able to get them to stop doing this. Because no matter what they say, no matter what they do, no matter how we're treated, no matter how we are not protected, how everybody feels like they can come in and stomp on black women, degrade black women, put their hands on black women, unalive black women, all of these things, no matter how much black men show collectively that they don't care, I don't believe that black women will ever stop worshiping them. I don't think that black women will ever stop worshiping them publicly, in the eyes of the public, or in their personal lives behind the scenes. And what's even sadder about this is that the mammy programming is so deep in black women, is that there are some black women that get fed up with black men and stop worshiping black men. But the sad thing about that is that they don't stop worshiping men in general. They just start worshiping another race of men. And that's usually white T men, which is unfortunate. So the mammying can't even be deprogrammed. It's just like you have to be like, nope. It can't be black men, must be another race of man. It's just like, you know what it gives to me? I don't know if anybody ever saw the first Dawn of the Dead. If y'all remember that, I saw that movie. That really was like creepy to me. But anyway, if anybody's seen the Dawn of the Dead, right? In the beginning, it's a woman, her husband becomes infected. You know, he turns into a zombie. The woman is able to escape, right? She's able to get in the car. She's driving in her car to escape her husband that's been turned into a zombie. He's running behind the car, chasing the car. But once he realizes that, or he just can't, she's going too far away, there's a kid or a person there on the other side, and he just flips real quick. Boom, he's chasing the car. He's so focused on getting her. He sees another person. He turns quick and then attacks that person, right? And that's exactly how I feel black women are. It's like they're so hyper-focused on black men, worshiping black men. And as soon as they see like, okay, that's out of range, I can't do it, then boom, they flip. And then they go to the next race of man to worship, which is insane. And I don't know if that wasn't even a good example, but I'm just saying, I just feel like it's just scary and terrifying. And that's what I feel like. Even black women that are male worshipers, I feel like y'all are zombies. When y'all are mammies, when y'all are pick-me's, because it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? But let me just keep going. I'm just going to say that black women have really got to stop mammying in general. And let's just go ahead and go into the second video, or the second guy that I showed y'all, where he says that any black man that likes black women is borderline gay. because black women are strong, masculine, fat, independent, and they don't love themselves. And I really want black women to stop trying to debate these type of things, because really it's pure and utter gaslighting. It's at the end of the day, these men hate black women. They hate you, and they're always going to hate you. And there's nothing that you can do about it. You can't soft life yourself. You can't feminize yourself into getting these men to like you, because there are a lot of black women that feel that way. Oh, well, if I go ahead and I wear my hair this way, or I don't wear makeup, or I do wear makeup, or I wear this type of clothes, or I don't wear this type of clothes, or I act this way, or I don't, or I let him tap dance on me and hurt me and use me as a doggone doormat. It's not going to work, because at the end of the day, these men do not like you. They hate you. They have low racial self-esteem, and they cannot sit there and hate themselves all day, but they can hate you all day. They can hate you all day. And my thing is that they constantly speak on this so-called strength and independence that black women have. But when black women say, hey, I'm not strong, I need my man, I don't want to work, I want a man to provide for me and protect me, I can't do it myself, then they call those women needy and say she's looking for a handout, and they ain't letting no woman stay at home chilling while they out in this world working. You better work. Ain't no free rides. Ain't no handouts over here. Right? So exactly what is it that you want? Do you want a independent woman, or do you want a dependent woman? Which one do you want? Because they're the ones that, if a woman says, hey, you're the man, you got this bill at Cheesecake Factory, they out there hooting, hollering about splitting a $125 stinky bill, or acting like that means that they're owed some vagina for a meal that the woman could have easily paid for herself. I'm telling you, they don't care whether you're independent or dependent. They don't care whether you wear a wig, a weave, a sew-in, or natural hair. They don't care. The issue is that you are a black woman. Once again, because at the end of the day, they hate themselves. They believe what the colonizers implanted in the minds of some of their ancestors, that they are worthless. And because, as I say this before, it takes a lot of time and energy to actively hate yourself and to work against yourself. So what they do is they choose to direct that anger and frustration onto black women. And once again, and this is even a deeper layer. And I feel like this is the most important out of anything that I've said. I feel like the reason why black men are able to, I would say, why they are able to completely and thoroughly destroy the image of the black woman is because black women do not challenge them. They do not speak, or we do not speak on them and what they do, and separate ourselves. We frequently share in the sins of black men. Now, I know when I'm online, whether it be Twitter, Threads, Instagram, wherever, I see so many racist comments about how black people lead in a homicide rate, or they talk about drugs in the hood or gang violence. Now, we know that those stats don't have anything to do with black women on any notable statistical level. We know that black women's incarceration rates have dropped by 67%, while the incarceration rates for white women rose by 21%. So we're not the ones doing any of this, but we never say that. We never say that we aren't. We never bring out all of the flaws of black men and put it there and constantly say it. We never do that. We never focus on black men's flaws publicly and with statistics. At least most of us don't. You know, there are some black women, a few and far between, that do this, but most black women don't do this. And also, when you think about it, where are the live streams? Where are the videos where black women are attacking black men for their looks? Oh, we don't like your bodies. We don't like your hair, it's nappy. We don't like your skin complexion. We don't like your faces. We don't like your noses. We don't like your lips. We actually think that you're weak because look at you. It's 2026. Police officers and everybody is able to beat you up and imprison you and do these things, and you can't do nothing about it. You have no political power. You have no place in society. You have no power. You have no hospitals. You have no school systems. You have nothing. You've created nothing. You've done nothing since the civil rights movement. The last 50 years, you've accomplished nothing other than being underneath the people that are in charge. You've been underneath their boots. That's it. But we don't say any of these things For the most part, I would say the majority of black women never speak like that. We never do that because we know to degrade black men is to degrade black women, especially when we're talking about complicated racial dynamics. But once again, I feel like that is the reason why they're able to do that, because they know that we're not going to do those type of things. It's kind of like bullies. Bullies come in, they see this person, they deem them to be weak, they smack them, they play with them because they know that this person isn't going to do anything. But the minute you start doing something, then that person's like, oh, okay, well, let me think about this because maybe I can't play with that person like that. But I don't feel like we'll ever be able to get black women on code collectively to where we could even combat any of this. Because once again, like I said earlier, men in general, but definitely black men, are never going to stop until we make them feel how they make us feel. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. And when you think about it, we as black women have so much tools, and we have so much tools that we can use. We have so many weapons in our arsenal to destroy everything that black men say. Because black men's so-called complaints are based on opinion and self-hatred. I don't like your hair. I don't like your attitude. I don't like the fact that you're not submissive and won't let me drag you by your edges. I don't like the fact that you won't let me lead, even though I don't got a job or a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and I've been cheating on you and put my hands on you. However, black women have actual receipts and statistics. Black men have the lowest labor force participation rate, the highest incarceration rates. They have the highest divorce rates, whether they marry a black woman or not. Actually, when they marry out, their divorce rates skyrocket. They also have the lowest marriage rates, the quickest to make a woman a baby mama of all races, the lowest literacy and education rates, the highest femicide rates here in the U.S., and their rates for matricide, killing their mamas, is also on the rise. And not to mention the lowest racial self-esteem on the planet. They are the only ones who publicly degrade their mothers and say that other races of women are better than their own. But, you know, like I said, you have a few black women out there that speak on this dynamic and this double standard. And also, I feel like it's an imbalance of power, this imbalanced power dynamic. But once again, like I said, not that many. And once again, this is the reason why black men will continue to completely destroy our image globally across the world. And definitely here in the United States, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting so bad that other races of people will use the direct talking points of black men and use that against black women, even though they have no validity. And I'm really tired of it. Like, I can't take it anymore. And I really plan on finding some way to wake black women up so that we can stop the destruction of our image, because we cannot stop the destructive of our image until we make a separation. That's one. Hey, there's got to be a separation. And then there's got to be us telling the truth about black men, dismantling all of their arguments, dismantling who they are. But we're not doing any of that because we understand. Once again, so it's like black women's high racial self-esteem and their predisposition to wanting to protect and mammy for black men. It's a perfect firestorm of us just getting stomped on for life. Stomped on for life, because there are certain demographics that you can't say nothing about at all, or you getting your page taken down, you getting in trouble, you know, whatever. If you getting paid, you getting demonetized or whatever. But anybody can get online and say anything about black women. You could talk about black girls. You could talk about elder black women. You could talk about black women. You could talk about their looks. You could talk about their personality. You can utterly degrade and dehumanize them, even talk about committing violence against them, and nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. And that is a problem. It really is. And I don't know. It's like, I feel like black women, our image, our energy, well, our image is being stolen and our energy is being siphoned frequently. But yet we are gaslit into believing that we are less than. People are telling us, while they're actively taking from us everything that we are. Everyone is cosplaying it as us. They're telling us we're less than. Yeah, I know I'm copying everything that you do, but you're still less than. And When you think about all of these people, and I'm just going to show you people on the screen that are guilty of doing this, it's really ridiculous. This destroying and degrading of us while people take from us, and simultaneously, while they are degrading us, while they would never protect us, never do anything for us, they expect our protection. And they expect to use our voices. And they expect for us to sacrifice ourselves for them. I don't know. It's almost maddening. Like, I can't even take it, y'all. I don't know how y'all feel about this. Maybe I'm just too woke. I don't know. But anyway, I'm open to suggestions, ladies. First of all, do you see what I see? Are you tired? And if so, how do you think that we can fix this? Or do you even think that black men as a collective are buck broken? And before y'all come in here with y'all anecdotal, I'm not telling my husband, my daddy, my son, my nephew, my brother, he ain't like that. I'm not talking about your son. I'm not talking about your daddy. I'm not talking about your man. I'm talking about collectively, which means the majority, not all though, not all black men. And I don't know, I see it far too much. And anytime I'm able to be in groups with black women, hundreds, thousands of black women, they all say the same things. So y'all let me know though. Maybe this is anecdotal and y'all just let me know down below, because this is something that literally keeps me up at night. So drop your thoughts down below. So I'm just going to cut it here, y'all. Before I start ranting, I digress. If you watched this whole video and you truly enjoyed it, then please do me a favor and drop a 99 down below in the comments. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above, that will support the channel. That's no problem at all. Do your girl a free favor. Follow me on my second channel, Certified Overreactions. Follow your girl on this channel, okay? I live stream here a little bit, but this is where I do most of my stuff. So if you want to keep up with me, hit that notification bell, hype this video up and subscribe. And also, I almost forgot to tell y'all about my TikTok. Okay, I definitely be live streaming over there. We gets crazy, we gets ignorant, we have a lot of fun. Follow your girl on TikTok. Also, if you really, really love your girl, follow me on Patreon. Please support your girl. If you support me over there on Patreon, and also if you become a member here on YouTube, it does help me make the videos. It does help me put out more content. It does help me get better with the channel, because I have a lot of things that I'm trying to put in play to do. I just got to get the bread to do so, okay? So if you can support your girl, if it won't break the bank, please help a girl out, help a sister out. If you can, but if not, it's all good, because you my sister. I still want you to be here. So even if you can't, that's all right. Stick around and watch some videos. That'll help me as well. Just your support. All right, ladies. And I think that's pretty much it. I think I've covered everything. Let me just say, I don't say this a lot, or maybe I do say it a lot, but I want to say it today. Black women, you are loved, okay? By me. If nobody else done told you that, I'm here to tell you, you are amazing. Right now, we are in some type of experiment. I don't know if we in the Matrix or what, baby, because ain't no way you gonna tell me that everybody got our names on their lips, everybody trying to copy us and pretend to be us, but we somehow are subhuman and we not that, girls. You are. You are, I am, we all are. We are all queens. We are all divine. We are all everything. And I really want you to walk in that truth. And I say this all the time, is if you're feeling low, you're feeling down about yourself, you're feeling like your self-esteem is low, when you get in that shower and you get out and you look in that bathroom mirror, you speak life into yourself. You uplift yourself. You tell yourself how special you are, how beautiful you are, how amazing you are. Because psychologists say that if you say something to yourself long enough and frequent enough, you can get your mind to believe it. So I want you to believe it, say it, believe it, and it is going to work out and flow through you, and everything in your life is going to open up and change. Mark my words, sister. All right? And as always, ladies, I really love to hear from y'all. So please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.